Peace and love, y'all. This is Cleo, and I am here. Thank God for another day. I can smile, I can breathe, I can blink my eyes, I can, just think positive. Thank God. So I wanted to most definitely talk to y'all while my car warm up, because I have something to go and do. I have to be there at 2. Y'all see that animal, that insect? I think it was like a bee or something. I don't know, or a wasp. I don't know, but it was buzzing. Anywho, this will be chapter 5. Not chapter 5, but week 5. Week 5 of The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Okay, what did I learn from chapter 5? To be honest, chapter 5 kind of upsetted me. Like, I was mad. Oh, excuse me. Because as an artist, as a mom, you really need time alone. And we just get in a certain mode to where we're focusing on being a good mom, a good dad, just a good person in general, to where we show up thinking that we have to be this good mom, good. And on those days when you have those bad days, you're really hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it was just saying, you need that time alone as an artist, because that's how you connect with God, but that's how you really connect with yourself. And it was a part in the passage where she gave an example of a dad that always worked all the time, and he worked all the time, and he spent time with his family all the time because he always wanted to show up and be a good dad, a good person. And he felt ashamed, or he felt a certain way because he couldn't voice that he needed to just go and check into a hotel and just get some time to himself. You know what I'm saying? He just felt that would be selfish, because he's, that's not what a good dad does. A good dad just sucks it up. So that's what I took as a mom. We just suck shit up and be like, you know what? Okay, whatever. I have to be good. I have to be good. I have to do this. I have to do that. And we neglect ourselves for so long. And I did that so much to where when you do that as an artist, that's killing yourself as an artist, is when you do not allow yourself to have free time or to be alone, because you're pretty much killing your artist self, because you're making your artist self suffer so much. And I've been feeling that for so long. And being in a relationship with another artist, it's kind of hard, because you don't want to be so oh, I have to do what I have to do as an artist. I got to do this. I got to do that. And they're being a father, and they're, sucking it up and not being, not being able to really do what they want to do creatively, because they're trying to, provide for the family. So you start to feel guilty, or you start to feel a certain way. But I have to most definitely balance it, and I have to let him know that it's a balance. If he wants to be creative, he can be creative whenever he wants to. And if you don't want to be creative at that time, that's fine. But don't look at me when I'm starting to be more creative, oh, it's not fair. Because at the end of the day, if we don't express ourselves as creatives, we will most definitely feel depressed, sad. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's typical mental health things too, that we got to think about too. Because if you don't work on yourself mentally, that's how you become depressed and all these other things. And in the passage, it really hit me, because she was saying that your artist self is you think that you're having suicide thoughts, but it's really your artist self having those suicidal thoughts, to where you hear those in your mind, because that's your artist self. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to be free, but you're not allowing yourself to be free. You're not allowing that artist to be free. You're not allowing that soul to, be free. So that soul, that artist is saying, I want to kill myself, or I don't want to be here, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead. I'm, you know what I'm saying? You start having all these negative thoughts, and that's really just your artist self talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Because your artist self don't want to die, but that's how it feels. You know what I'm saying? So it's artists, I understand. Like, don't be hard on yourself because you have those suicidal thoughts sometimes, because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth, and it's real. But we have to realize that it's really not us. It's the artist self in us that want to live, that wants you to create, and we cannot kill it. We cannot make it suffer because we think that it has to be this way. Oh, I have to have this perfect setup. I have to have this perfect canvas. I have to have the perfect paint. I have to have the perfect instrumental. I have to have the perfect recording equipment. I have to have all these perfect things, and your artist self is like, no, you don't. I just want you to like scream. I just want you to sing. I just want you to dance. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to challenge myself today. Before I do go home today, I'm going to stop and I'm going to turn on some music and I'm going to dance. Even if I'm just dancing to no music and then I put some music to it later. Like, that is freeing for me. And it may be weird to a lot of other people, but I'd rather be weird and free myself than to be somebody I'm not and suffer. And literally kill my artist self. That's not what I want to do, and that's not what I'm going to do. And I really suggest people that are really struggling, that are really creative beings, like, we just gotta create and not overthink things because we don't want people to, like, shun us or make us feel like we're less than who we are. Like, to be honest, I had a friend that was going through something and somebody like exposed her all on social media, you know what I'm saying, talked about her bad, and she's a mother, you know what I'm saying, she's a mother, and she was trying to do the best she can, and she, fell short or whatever the case may be. And for a while, she really didn't really create no more, you know what I'm saying, because when you feel ashamed, you feel all these certain emotions, like, it will stop you. That happened to me too, because I was hanging around a certain group of people, and I stopped hanging around this group of people, and they just started trying to expose me on social media, talking bad about me, and that really caused me to go into a spiraling depression, to where I stopped doing a lot of things. I didn't even love myself. I didn't want to write. I didn't want to do anything. But I'm grateful that I had came out of that, because I did come out of it, and it made me create a mixtape. And after that, it's just an up and down roller coaster with me as an artist. But right now, I'm ready to be on my highs. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to be on my highs, and I'm ready to create, and I'm ready to just be. And I really suggest that we just keep going. Like, don't worry about what people have to say about us. Like, stop trying to be good, because you can't be good all the time. Like, we are human. Like, we have emotions. And one thing that stuck out to me that somebody said that I was listening to on YouTube is she was like, when you have emotions, you have to use movement to get rid of the emotions. It's emotions. You have to move the emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there really stuck out to me, and I'm just grateful that I can see things the way that I see them now. Because coming out of postpartum, and sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, I'm dealing with postpartum, because some days I'll be wanting to freaking spaz out, crash out. But I know that tomorrow was gonna be another day to where I can be able to do something different and be creative, and that's real. Back to my morning pages. I have not been on my morning pages like I need to, but I will most definitely do it. And I cannot make any excuses. Sometimes, to be real, I don't even be wanting to hear what my thoughts have to say, because sometimes I be feeling like, dang, you complain, or dang, you needy, or you keep saying the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be real, I really be feeling like that, to where I don't even want to look at a pen and paper, because I feel like, dang, I can't even write these 3 pages. Like, I don't have nothing to say. I don't know what to say. And by me realizing that right there just shifts something in my brain, to where it's like, if you gotta write, just write "I love you" 1,000 times, then do that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, let me go do what I need to do, so I can be able to come back home and take care of my family. But I'm checking in with y'all, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to those ones that are watching these Artist Way videos. I'm just grateful, and I'm just documenting my journey right now because I know that you know, it's a journey. You know, it's not a destination, it's not a competition, it's a journey. Life is a journey, not a destination. Yeah, so that's how I really feel. That's what I keep playing on my head. You know, I'm gonna play that right now. But anyways, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Just please remember that do not drink your coffee bitter, and do not let the rain wet you. We got this. I love y'all. Peace. Cleo.